Many a times we lose God's voice because of the voice of men. We lose God's direction because of the direction of friends. We miss God's instruction because of environment, because of the temporary situations, because of immediate pleasures. God has bigger plans for you. God has greater destiny for you. Everything God made, they are great. If you look at the Psalm 8 we read, it said, "Who is man that you are so mindful of him?" I told you earlier today during the quiz that you are God on earth. You were planted on earth to govern, to superintend, and to rule the earth. That is why you see men producing and manufacturing all kinds of things God never produced. God produced the raw material, men took it into finished product. Because every raw material don't meet the need of men until they become finished products. You are bigger than you think you are. You are bigger than what you allow the economy to turn you to. You are bigger than what neighbors are seeing. You are bigger than what your family foundation made you to look like. Many of us, poverty have reduced us to fear. Some of us have lost self-esteem. Some of us come before our fellow men, we submit like chicken. Even on our hands shake, we shake. We can't just boldly shake. Then you're bigger than you think. The only thing is that you're limited within the region of your thinking. I said Jude the other day, I said, one of the reasons I know you are great people because like attracts like. That's why you're here. Look at this. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Send thou men," not boys, not women, not children. "Send thou men that they may search the land of Canaan." Canaan is a land that flows with milk and honey. Canaan is a land that God has promised his people. Why would they still search it when God has promised it? They should have just collected it. Who told Israel, "I'm going to take you out of slavery and I'm taking you to a land that is flowing with milk and honey"? Who says so? Why would they not be the one searching it instead of God searching it for them? God who promised should just deliver it. Why would they have to search for it? The land of Canaan which I give unto the children of Israel, men, 12 we are selected to find out what belongs to a whole nation. You have been selected to find out what will settle your entire family, and you are joking with it. You have been chosen, you have been called by God to discover what will bless the entire siblings of your household, and you are joking with it. When you fall, the entire family falls, and God does not intervene. He said, "Of every tribe of their fathers shall you set a man, every one a ruler among them." Yes. And Moses, by the commandment of the Lord, sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All those men were heads of the children of Israel. Go to verse 23. "And they came unto the brook of Eshcol, called down from thence a branch with one cluster of grapes." Just one cluster of grapes, one cluster, one bunch of grapes, just one. "And they bear it between two men." Just one cluster of grape. Men, rulers, head of tribes, soldiers. One in front, one at the back. One cluster of ordinary grape cluster, just a bunch of cluster. Two men have to carry it. And this blessing was with the heathen, not with God's people. The people enjoying this greatness and these riches, these blessings were the unbelievers, worshiping idol. God's people, chosen by God, were slaves in Egypt, trusting for a piece of onion and cucumber. Here, the land of promise is a land where one cluster of grape, two men will carry it. I've told you how a friend came back from Israel and said he saw one watermelon that is placed on a scale, 80 kg, 80 kg, one watermelon. But the people who owned that promise were slaves. This is how God has promised you so many things, so many lands, so many visions, so many dreams, so many great things. But you are languishing in the slavery within the control of the Egyptian Pharaoh, even in Nigeria. There is a promise upon your head for greatness, yet you are begging for bread. There was a promise for a land where one bunch of grain, a cluster, just a cluster, two men will carry it. Two men have to join hands to carry just one bunch of grain. But these are people that own those grapes, yet they are in a slave land. Who is still in a slave land, despite God promises for your life? Who are you I am talking to right now? Who God has promised the heaven, God has promised the earth, God has promised abundance, and you are still begging for bread. Yet they shout Jesus. They are still called children of Israel, but they are slaves. And there is a promise that is so rich that one watermelon is about 80 kg. Who have lied to you that poverty is a blessing? Who have lied to you that the condition you find yourself is the best place? Are you aware there's a better place for you? There's a greater glory for you. There's a brighter future for you. What are you doing with darkness? Yet you claim you're a Christian. Oh, the Bible says the poor must be among you. Did he mention your name? Pastor, why did you say like this? After all, the Bible says the poor shall be among you. Now the question is that the poor, were you? Is it your name? What's your name there? I've seen great men begging, great destinies struggling to survive. They bear in between two upon a staff, stick in between. One here, one here. The cluster is in the middle. They hold it to carry it. Just grape, grape. That's how rich, how big, how blessed the land God has promised them was till today. But they were the ones that are enslaved then. Where are you enslaved while your prosperity is waiting? Where are you lost? The word is coming to you now. Some of you just close your eyes. You are in the spirit. Meanwhile, the devil has distracted you. Because the word is sent to deliver them came to them. They were asleep. The word jumped them. So they will keep recycling the same condition. Praying every day. Even the little they gather, they come and sow seed with it. Instead of eating. He sent forth his word, Psalm 119. The word healed them and delivered them. When the word comes, that's when the devil breathes on you to sleep. But Lord, those God will deliver, you will watch them share their testimonies. You see them talk about the power and the blessings of God. May you be part of it. Amen. Just go to verse 26 because of time. 26. And they went and came to Moses. They are here. They came to Aaron the priest and to all the congregation of the children of Israel. Like some of you come and tell your parents stories. Tell your siblings stories. You know, the economy hard, things are difficult. Are you the only one in the country? Are you the only one? People are breaking through in this hard economy. In fact, there are people who became richer because the economy is tough. Go tell the Igbo man that has a shop that imports goods that you increase dollar, you have helped him. You're not punishing him. You increase your tax, you're helping an Igbo man. Because those goods, you will sell them at the rate that you didn't believe it. You know, they say dollar they're high. Even when dollar drops, say we bought it when dollar was high. What story are you telling your family? What story are you telling yourself? You're not helping yourself. Because there's no journalist recording what you're saying. You're the one losing. They went to Moses, came to Aaron, came to the congregation of their family, out to the wilderness of Paran, to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them. They brought report unto all the congregation and shewed them. After your report of positive report, you brought evidence of the grape, the fruit you brought from the land. Yes, 37. And they told him and said, we came unto the land whither thou sendest us, and surely it flows, surely for sure, for certainty, it flows with milk and honey. This is the evidence, Father Moses. This is the proof. This is what we saw in the land. Moses said, whoa, this is great. See men with electoral mind. See people who are used to suffering. See people who know how to give excuses. Sister, why things the way they are? You know, the economy is hard. You know, my husband did not drop money. You know, I know my shop is not doing well. As if shop will do well on its own. Every shop that does well is a manager that does it well. No business does well on its own. No company does well on its own. Like I told you when I began this service, I said, I am burdened in my spirit because of the way we do things here. No church does well on itself. No angel comes to do well. No family does well on. Somebody has to make it well. Every business that is doing well, somebody is behind it. I don't get capital. Who told you that your brain is not capital? Who told you that your brain is not capital? Listen to me. I get those excuses in the 80s. He didn't pay my bills. While I attempted several universities, you know my story? A lady visited my auntie. Her name is Ngozi. I will never in my life ever recognize that woman. She used to work in Federal Office of Statistics, Broad Street, several years ago. She's still alive today because she was really aged then. And when we were talking, she said to my auntie, this your cousin is damn intelligent. Why is he wasting? No secondary school, nothing, and he's seated here. I said, I have no one to send me to school. Poverty has eroded my family. She turned to me and said, sit down. What's your name? I said, Jude. I said, Jude, you are an intelligent person. That is your capital. That's your school fees. I said, what? He said, you have nobody to pay your fees. I said, yes. He said, your school fees is your intelligence. What do you mean? He said, in the same university, you have rich men, children, who may not know much like you. Present your intelligence, they will present their papa money. I said, woo! Thank you, man. That's how I launched back to school when I met your brother. And that's how I graduated. After 4 attempts, no graduation, because nobody to pay bills. They buy the handouts, I teach them. For me to write, and for them to write, they must sit beside me. If I'm not coming to school, they will pay the transport. In fact, they paid Okada. I remember one lady that was in Chicken Republic, she will pay every damn thing. They contribute money, pay my school fees so that I can be in class for them to sit around me to copy. I was no longer waiting for family to pay school fees. If that woman had not told me that my bread is my school fees, I'd be waiting for my parents to pay school, and I wouldn't have been a graduate today. What story are you telling? Has that story changed your situation? No. Yet you're saying the same story and expecting a different result. Oh, I like this company. This woman, she just started this place last week. Last month. It never reached 1 year. The place is doing well. It's human being that did well. The place not doing well on itself. That was the story they were talking. Nevertheless, the peoples be strong that dwell in the land. The cities are walled and fortified with greatness. Moreover, we saw the children Anak there. They are giants. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south. They know how to dissect. You know, there are people who know how to talk stories, gist, and explain things. But they cannot convert it to profits. They cannot put food on their table. They sat and dissect the map of the land. He said the Amalekites dwell in the land of the south. The Hittites and the Jebusites and the Amorites dwell in the mountains. And the Canaanites dwell by the sea and by the coast of the Jordan. Yes? And Caleb, a man with a different brain, a man with a different vision, a man that's different from his siblings, a sister that's different from every member of his family. Nothing pains me that great men end up marrying women who do not care about greatness. Great women end up marrying men who have no greatness in their head. What a setback. What a setback. After doing all your plus, there is a minus. Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, hey, stop it. Stop it. Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it. We're not cowards. We are product of the Eagles. We can behave like chicken. Listen to me. If your father, even if he's dead, he was greater than you, you are a failure. If your grandfather was greater than you, you have failed. If your mother did better than you, you have failed. Because it's expected that the child should be greater than the father. Speaking tongue from now to next 1 million years, you have failed. He said, but the men that went up with him said, we be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. Yes? And they brought up an evil report. They made evil report out of evil decision. Verse 33. And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers. And so we were in their own sight too. So you see for yourself, you see for them. That is how some people. May I ask you this question after this service? Go and ask yourself a question. Who are the circle of your friends? You can't be better than the circle of people you associate with. Birds of a feather flock together. If your associates are low-minded people, you won't go anywhere, no matter how high-minded. If people that surround you are people who have no vision of tomorrow, you don't have a vision of tomorrow, no matter how bright your vision is. They will kill it. I've not seen medical doctors whose best friends are all carpenters. You won't be a medical doctor. Who are the people surrounding you as friends? Who are your associates? Who are your company? Who do you spend time with? There's greatness in every man, even though they are not the same sizes. Some greatness is on level 5. Some are on level 2. Some on level 1. But every greatness that is invested produces results. Sometimes when I pray, for the time God showed me the number of children, He said there are 97 children that will affect this world positively. Train them for me. That's how we started the school. I don't know who they are, but I know God will bring them there. But sometimes my fear when I pray for them is, Lord, I hope their parents are not a pit that will swallow them. Because some parents kill the vision of their children, destroy the destiny of their future, their children. A father who knows where he's going, he doesn't know where he's going. Where will you lead the family to? You don't know where you go. Where will you lead the family to? A mother who is lost and surrounded, like lost wife by the environment, how can he see far where God has promised? When what is in your head is here. You're always satisfied with here because you have not seen the place that's bigger than here. That's why you're satisfied. They say we are like grasshoppers. And God was angry. Can I tell you something? They spent 40 years. That's why I warned you this morning. A land flowing with milk and honey must be surrounded with giants of different statures. Did you hear me? A land flowing with milk and honey must be surrounded by giants. Anywhere there is greatness, there must be great challenges around it. You're going to be prosperous, to be rich, to be this, and you're not ready to take the risk. You're not ready to engage. You're not ready to sacrifice. Pay the price. You see, I'm talking, so I'm sleeping. Very comfortable. That's life. Prosperity will fall from heaven. Don't worry. My name is Jude. When I get tense like this is how I talk. I don't look at anybody's face to tell you the truth. Because if I prosper, you won't be a burden for me. You won't be jealous of me. You understand now? If I prosper, you prosper, there won't be jealousy. When he has and you don't have, that's when there'll be anger, there'll be hatred. So if my contribution is to shock you, I will do it. Every robbery is not because they want to rob. And by the way, robbery is not easy. Anywhere there is prosperity, there must be challenges around it. There must be giants surrounding it. Prayer will not make you prosperous. Prayer will only create an atmosphere for prosperity. You are the one that will make yourself prosperous. Said, I'm the Lord God that gave you the power to make wealth. He didn't give you wealth. He gave you power to make wealth. You forget the power, you will never be wealthy. You don't use the power, you will never be wealthy. What is the power? Knowledge, skill, talent. You kill your talent, you pocket your intelligence, and you want to be prosperous by prayer. Go ahead and pray. You will help me who is engaging my own talent. You will help me. Continue praying for me. That journey was supposed to last 11 days. That 40 years journey was for 11 days. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 2 is in your Bible. The journey to Canaan land for Israel was 11 days. It took them 40 years because God said, all of these ones who confess negatively, who made wrong decisions, they will never experience it. And that's God for you. There are 11 days journey from Horeb by the way of Messiah onto Kadesh Barnea. 11 days journey. They spent 40 years. Many of you are spending years in suffering, in pain, in shame, in reproach, in delay, because you missed it. That's why since yesterday I've been praying, and I'm leading you again to pray against wrong decision. Tell your neighbor, wrong decision kills. Wrong decisions delay destinies. Wrong decision spoils all plans. They made a decision, and God said, your decision will keep you 40 years instead of 11 years. They were to do 11 days journey to their prosperity. I don't know how many days journey we have to do to your prosperity, but wrong decision has kept you for years. Is somebody listening now? You were to walk into your promised land. God promised you. He showed you dreams. You saw it, but you're not there yet because you've made the wrong decision. What decision have you made? Some of us are decisions in marriage. Some of us are decisions in apprenticeship, the career, the pursuit, the relationship, locations. What decision have you made that have derailed God's plan for your life, that have slowed down the vision of God? What decision have you made? They made a wrong decision. 11 days journey became 40 years journey by wrong decision. There are people here today, wrong decision they made is keeping them for 40 years instead of 11 days. Many of us will have been somewhere before we married. Wrong decision kept us. We are nowhere until we are married. And when children come into marriage, responsibility doubles. Many of us, when we are single and young, had a vision of where we want to go, what we want to become in life. But one single decision turned everything upside down today. We are crying, Father, help me. What decision are you making? What have you made? Stand to your feet. 5 implications I would like you to note while you are standing. Implications for wrong decision is that, according to Romans chapter 3, verse 23, sin kills glory. Tell your neighbor, sin. Can I hear you, church? Have I offended you that you're silent like this? Sin kills glory. Wrong decisions diverse glory. That's Romans chapter 3, verse 23. All have sinned, they will come short of glory. And when you come short of glory, the wages will be sin, death. Chapter 6, verse 23, this is Romans. So what are the 5 lessons or 5 implications of their report, which you must be careful? 1, God was offended. 2, 10 spies and their generations became accursed. But 2, we are blessed. There are things you do, not only you will pay the price, even your children, grandchildren will pay the price. You have to be careful. You have to be careful of decisions you make. They may be pleasurable when you are making it, but the result can be very disastrous. Don't make decisions just for yourself alone. Consider your children. Consider your children's children when you are making decisions. 10 men made a report that their children suffer. 3, 2 of the spies pleased God and secured rich future for their generations. So some people came into this world and enjoy favor their papa has already planted. If your father made mistakes and you are paying the price, why will you make mistakes so your children will continue to pay the price? You are wicked. Your father must have made in ignorance. Then you can say you are ignorant because there is knowledge right now. What you are hearing today, many of our fathers never had it. They were not privileged. 4, the glory of Israel was delayed. So also the glory of any man who misses it will be delayed. I'll give you a typical example. Sir, if you are going to Port Harcourt and you hit Lagos Road by mistake, even when you are told, oh, you're on the wrong road, you want to turn back, right? You will turn back. Have you not been delayed? You got to know the right road now, fine, but you discover you have been delayed. And what I like about some road is that there are places you will not see where to turn until you have gone far. So the mistake you make this long distance, if it's 10 kilometers, you will make the same mistake 10 kilometers to reverse it before you now start the right thing. See how dangerous mistakes can be. Wrong decision can be. You are heading this way and you went out this one instead of this way. You have driven like 10 kilometers before you realize the wrong way. When you turn, you still do 10 kilometers first before you now connect to the right road. True or true? Very dangerous. And number 5, mixed multitude, both physical and habitual, with joy. When you make mistakes without God, when you embark on a journey God did not send you, opinions will come from left, right, and center. You're going to hear voices anyhow. This one will say, do this one will say, do. You'll be confused. Why don't you trust God? Wake the giant in you. There is greatness in you. There is greatness in you. Let me know what I see. There's greatness in you. There is greatness in you. There is greatness in you. I seen givers begging. It's an error. Close the eye and talk to God. Talk to your God. For days now, I've been telling God, this is not who I'm supposed to be. My children, especially my two first daughters, will tell me, Daddy, this is not who you are supposed to be. You are greater than this. I say, I know. If you reach where your children will not be seeing how great you are, then something is wrong. My first daughter said, Daddy, you must push more. You have done well, but you must push more. Before you hand over the baton to us, it will be easier for me. Because when you hand over the baton, is when the person will start running. So if you run more, it will be easier for your children. If you stop where you are, they will have to work harder. A good father leaves inheritance for his children, and his children says the Bible. What inheritance are you leaving, mothers? You watch the drama here. We they do church. Church is now a bad name because of the way we do it. Because of the way we handle things.